Why do I like Who Mourns for Adonais? I think it's supposed to be considered a pretty terrible episode, but I very much enjoy it. I might even consider it one of my favourite episodes of Star Trek, the original series. Why? I like the ambition, I like the kind of existential implications of it all. I think the performance of, I think it's Michael Forrest as Apollo is just booming and memorable. There's a genuine sense of threat and danger. Um, I just think the images are very pure and iconic. You know, just Apollo standing there in front of his dome. What do they call those? Gazebos. You know, and just confronting the crew there. What if he really is Apollo? I just like the idea that these Greek gods were actual alien, all-powerful entities. I think it makes it just one of the more watchable and enticing of the original series episodes. One I tend to come back to if I'm looking to rewatch just some singular episode of the original series, Who Mourns for Adonais. It's easy to understand why people think this is a stupid episode. I was criticizing the likes of Charlie X or even When No Man Has Gone Before for just featuring, it's pretty easy to just have a all-powerful humanoid. You can realize the special effects through cheap sort of cutting and editing, oh, now he's a lizard, oh, now that person's disappeared, it's just, those are some of the easy VFX to realize compared to, they try to utilize makeup for an enemy species. You get them not including not including Romulans as much because that's difficult to apply their makeup and the Gorn looking like the Gorn, So you got to be careful. And that's why it was kind of a safe bet to have these like godlike humanoid entities like Charlie X, like those lights that take over the crew in, I think it's By Any Other Name in season 2, and Apollo in this episode. But I think this is the finest extrapolation of this particular premise. I think Apollo is a more defined character and more interesting than other humanoid godlike beings in Star Trek, the original series. And I also believe that the stakes are higher. I think the way they try to work together to the crew to bring down Apollo, I just think it's a genuinely smart, I think if you read this script you would think, hey, this is actually pretty good, and that's why they executed it. Now, in execution, we could argue that 60s television makes this all a bit look hokey and absurd, the hand coming at the Enterprise and whatnot, but I just can't deny how much sheer fun and entertainment value I get out of this episode. I can't deny people thinking it's just stupid and, if you find it boring, you find it boring. But personally, maybe it's a fondness I have for the Greek mythos or a charisma of the somewhat titular performance. I don't know. But Who Mourns for Adonais it might even make my top 10 Star Trek original series episodes. And I found it difficult explaining why that is, but it's because it is everything that, well, it is.